properly put it through, the national security organs, called the police, is under severe attack by the civil society and by extension Ipoa. Several police officers in the discharge of their mandate have been arraigned in court at the expense of the security of 45 million Kenyans. We are appealing to the then Provincial Police Commandant, Japhet Koome, now Inspector General Police, to take up this matter and return the morale of the police and defend the citizens in this Christmas season. Several police officers being arrested while in discharge of their duties is simply telling the citizens, Muko peke yenu. When this incident happened, the then Provincial Police Commandant, one Japhet Koome, endorsed the actions of Rashid. That day, when Rashid was captured, if it is true, at Isli, a police officer was shot, was being buried, and the Provincial Police Commandant, then one Japhet Koome, was at the funeral. And when the media got to him, he said he is burying one of the police officers who was killed by the two boys. Nobody has talked about the family of that police officer that was killed. The civil society have gone on maternity leave over that matter. We are urging now the Inspector General Police that the state, in terms of security, is wanting by virtue of the constant attack and arrest by Ipoa by several police officers across the country. Number two, Ahmed Rashid, history will tell you what he has done, and what Mheshimiwa has put it very clearly is that these are the few gallant Kenyans who are supposed to be rewarded by His Excellency the President on the 12th of December during the national celebrations. We avoid giving national awards to the Gideri people and award national awards to serious police officers who has made us to sleep, wake up and do our business without the fear of the marauding thugs. Third, we discovered, surprisingly, just the way we discovered that Anole Proseki has been entered in the top Cohen's matter without notice. I mean, Rashid, they went to court and wanted the warrant of arrest. But the judge, being independent-minded, and that is why judges are above this funny civil activism, ordered them to serve. They never served the Attorney General, the AG, Inspector General. Two, they served personally Ahmed Rashid. They never. They came today also wanting a warrant of arrest to be issued. We clearly told the court that the lynch mob is Ipoa. The lynch mob is the DPP for failure to comply with your orders. And the judge agreed that his orders were defied. And therefore, the plea was deferred to the 26th, virtually. The same day, our petition will be heard, virtually, so that the judge can give directions. This is a monumental question, whether we are going to allow foreigners to take over the civil society, to take over this country. And we are appealing to the President of the Republic of Kenya. The President, you know very well what the civil society did to you in 2012. They dragged you to the ICC. They are dragging now Ahmed Rashid to court. We know the perils of foreigners. Let the normal Kenyan law apply. If we allow people to fundraise money purely by using Ahmed Rashid, that is why we have said the Ocampo 6 were out of the civil society. The president is one of the victims of the civil society. But the commander-in-chief and in charge of the National Security Council should intervene and remove the civil society from destroying the lives of the 46 million Kenyans who have been left at the mercy of the criminals and the civil society. So we hope by 26th action shall be taken. We have undertaken to produce Ahmed Rashid to court because he's a law-abiding citizen. To date, he has not been interdicted. To date, he is still working. So until that time, we hope sobriety will prevail and the law shall be exercised according to the Constitution of Kenya.
Can I add one thing?
Yes.
Actually, we are sitting on a time bomb as a country. I mean, the way, and I've said earlier on, and what our learned Danstan Omari said, we are sitting on a time bomb. And I want to ask His Excellency the President, the Interior Minister, Professor Kindiki, and the IG, to protect our officers. Honestly, and this is a discussion as Kenyans we need to also
plea taking, and also for purpose of getting from court the directions in regard to a petition and a notice of motion being filed under state of emergency. The court indeed directed that we are going to move side by side in regard to entertaining the petition as well as taking of the plea. Now, what came out clearly is that the prosecution, together with the investigating authority, that is Ipoa, have not been able to adhere and abide with the court orders that have been issued, whereby the court had clearly directed that our client Rashid be served with the summons. Interestingly, again, we learned that 3 weeks ago, the office of the ODPP and Ipoa approached the court, sneaked action to court without informing Rashid, without informing his defense, and sought the court to issue an order that they go and arrest him. What was it they wanted to achieve? All they wanted to achieve is not justice. They wanted to demean, belittle, and put the integrity of our client to question. The court disagreed, chased them away, and gave very clear directions and orders that those summons be effected by having them served upon the OCPD and ensuring that the OCPD, as is the practice within the police service, relays information to our client who is a serving police officer. Interestingly, before court today, the state and Ipoa, who were really not aware and who actually knew that Rashid was not to appear in court because he had not been served, so that they can justify the initial dark and baseless orders they were seeking for arrest warrants, were at pain. They could not explain if indeed Rashid has received the summons. Therefore, the court had to adjourn today's proceedings and gave a stern warning to the state that in as much as it is pursuing Corporal Rashid for allegations of extrajudicial killings, they should pursue him in a manner which is equally not extrajudicial.
Kosa la mauaji dhidi ya kuzinikishwa kwa zile asasi za civil society na makundi wanaojiita wale wanatetea haki za wanyonge kwa minajili ya kuokota fedha na pesa kutoka nje. mahakama imeweza kujulisha taifa zima kwamba waliweza kwenda mahakamani wiki 3 zilizopita bila kuambia mtu yeyote na kuomba wapewe warrant of arrest. Jaji alikataa, akauliza mbona hakuna ile ambayo inaitwa service. Wakaambiwa nenda mpeane zile notice kwa AG, Inspector General aweze kumpatia Rashid. Hawakutekeleza hayo. Leo wamekuja kotini, wanasema kwamba lazima Ahmed Rashid awe pale aweze kushtakiwa. Mimi kama wakili nimeuliza swali moja, masharti aliyotoa jaji ya kwamba summons zikuwe served hayajatekelezwa. Bona hawa wanaharakati sio wanaharakati wa kupigania haki za Wakenya, ni wanaharakati wa kutafuta fedha kwa wazungu na watu wengine ili waweze kuendeleza mifuko yao. Mbona hawakuserve ile notice kwa yule ambaye ni Inspector General Police? Nami nikaambia mahakama kwamba kama Ahmed Rashid anataka kushtakiwa kwa kosa la kupita sheria katika utumizi wa bunduki, basi na DPP na wale ambao ni wanaharakati ambao wameungana na kikundi ambacho hatujui faida yake kinachoitwa Ipoa hawawezi badilisha sheria. Mahakama imekubaliana na mimi na ikasema kwamba sasa lazima Ahmed Rashid aweze kupewa ilani, notice ya kuja kotini. Pili, ule ambaye ni Inspector General Police aweze kupewa notice, na mashtaka yatafanyika iwapo yatafanyika tarehe 26 mwezi wa Januari. Kwa hivyo ni ushindi mkubwa kwa jamii yote, kwa Kenya nzima, na mahakama kwa kusimama kulinda sheria. In summary, it is unprecedented that the judge has agreed with us that this mischievous fundraising process, funded by Ipoa with the support of international, with the support of civil societies seeking to raise money at the expense of the security of Kenyans, has been brought to a stop. That the plea taken for one Ahmed Rashid has been deferred to the 26th of January. In between, there is a notice of motion. We filed a petition to challenge this decision. To date, the DPP has not responded to the grounds that we raised. Ipoa has responded, and for the first time, the judge was right. Ipoa is a busybody to address the court. We raised that question that Ipoa has no audience. The only entity that has audience is the DPP, and the judge agreed with us, because the moment they are addressing the court, they are addressing not for the court to hear, they are addressing their foreign masters, so that they say, now that we have arrested Rashid and we have talked in court, give us billions. The checks have gone, they will stay without Christmas, because you've seen the number of people that have been brought here. They wanted to have Rashid as the slaughter person for them to have money to fund, to pay rent for up to January, and also to pay salaries and bonuses for Christmas. It shall not be. We are determined to pursue justice for Rashid from the High Court to the Supreme Court of this country.